Hey, it's Crazy James with SportsBone.com. This week I'll be giving you my picks for Week 3. The first game that we have up is Kansas City at Atlanta. This game's going to be a pretty easy one for Matt Ryan and Turner. You're going to see a destruction go on, so I'm picking Atlanta to win. Next game is Oakland at Buffalo. Buffalo is killing it this season. They're looking like they're going to go 3-0 into their bye week, and I think they're going to do it this week, so I'm going to give it to Buffalo. Tampa at Chicago. This game is one where it's going to be a brutal game. Great defenses on either side, but I'm going to have to go with Chicago at Chicago. The fans are going to push Chicago and Urlacher to the win. Next game is Houston at Tennessee. Now, you have to understand that Houston just had a hurricane, and that could pull the team apart. A lot of the families live in Houston, but at the same time, it could give them the push to go over Tennessee. So in this game, even at Tennessee, I'm pulling for Houston. Carolina and Minnesota. Carolina's been on a fucking destruction path right now. They're coming off winning against Chicago last week, and I actually think they'll pull off in Minnesota. Minnesota's starting a new quarterback, so you're going to see Carolina pull out with the win on that one. Miami at New England. Even with Parcells taking over Miami and Ricky Williams getting back in reinstated NFL, I don't think he can really pull it out against New England. New England's pushing forward with Castle. Next one is Cincy at Giants. This is a no-brainer. I'm going with the Giants. Eli Manning, under pressure, is a horrible quarterback, but you know what? He has the passing percentage to actually pull through, so I'm going to pick the Giants on this game. Arizona at Washington. These are both really horrible teams, but you're playing in Washington territory, so you saw what Washington did last week against the Saints. I'm going to have to pull for Washington. Next one is Detroit at San Francisco. Once again, these two teams are going through some rough times in the NFL. You have Kitna that really isn't doing what he did last year, and Cisco really doesn't have anybody that stands out. So for this one, even at San Francisco, I'm going to pull for Kitna. St. Louis at Seattle. St. Louis isn't looking that great this year, and neither is Seattle. But since they are in Seattle, and you have Hasselbeck, who actually didn't do that bad last week, I'm going to have to go with Seattle. Next one is New Orleans at Denver. New Orleans lost last week. That was pretty much a slam dunk, and they lost the Redskins. They also lost Colston, but at the same time, I think they're working out the kinks with inside the coaching system. You also have Reggie Bush and Drew Brees. I think it's going to be a hard game for them, but I think they can pull through. So on this game, even at Denver and the Cutler that they have, I'm pulling for New Orleans. That's going to be your upset of the week. Pittsburgh at Philly. Philly is a dynamite team. You're in Philadelphia. You have McNabb. You saw him in the Dallas game. He was just on fire, throwing the long balls, going for it. The defense, on the other hand, let a lot of stuff get through. So even though the defense is not that great with Philly, I'm still going to give it to Philly. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Jacksonville isn't really doing that good, and neither is Indianapolis. Indianapolis just lost Sanders. So in saying that, Indianapolis is actually going to lose to Jacksonville. Manning doesn't have it all together still, and he doesn't have Sanders, which is a great safety. Cleveland at Baltimore. This is going to be an old-school backyard brawl of a game. You got Flacco with Baltimore, so he's coming about, he's working his way, and you're in Baltimore, and those Maryland people are fucking crazy. So I'm going to have to give it to Baltimore. But in this one, I am Green Bay at Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers and the way he's playing, even against the Dallas team, which is probably by far one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I'm going to have to pull for Green Bay. And your Monday night game, which is your New York Jets versus San Diego. San Diego sucks right now. So even though they went to Denver and they pushed Denver into a situation where they had to go for the extra two, I'm going to pull for the Jets. Seeing as far as a tried and true quarterback, you're going to see the Jets pull over on your Monday Night Football. All right, that's Crazy James, and that's my pick for Week 3. And this is SportsBone.com.